episode. Angel Chat with Amy and Nicole here.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Okay, so I know everybody's ready.
Hi. Welcome. Getting situated here. Don't worry.
Thanks for joining us. Hey, Eve.
Okay, there we go.
Olana, what's up? Okay, so we got Hawaii, PA in the house.
There we go. It's working.
We have, a lot of people. Peru, all right, awesome. Peru. We have New York City. Hello. Okay, and let's see.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, welcome. I'm just trying to
we're just getting
situated
all of our accounts on before we start channeling and talking about today's topic, which Amy had no idea.
Look, it's like all... I'm just dying. This whole thing is so funny. So many issues getting this situated. Okay, I'm trying to pin this. Hold on one second.
Yay! Love your cards from LA.
Woohoo!
Okay.
All right.
And from LA too. Hi.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Okay.
DC over here. Everybody's...
DC.
Hi, welcome. We're glad y'all are here.
What's going on?
I'm like,
And from
oh,
Arizona. Love. Hi. I know. Oh, thanks. Well, I'm glad you guys like our giggles here. Right. And then we have Ohio. Okay, so we're good. We're live.
Good. Hi, we're live. All of our cameras are going. 5 cameras going. We're on 3 accounts today. We're on Amy Sikarskie at Starlight Photos, and we're on Nicole's.
And Nicole Angel Medium.
So here we are. Welcome. We try our best to be here every Friday around this time. Around 3 o'clock. It's 3:30.
It's 3:30. So
we're close.
We're on island time apparently today.
Yes.
So we'll attribute that to Alana. Thanks, Hawaii.
So welcome everybody. We have New York. Flint, Michigan. Hey, I used to live in Michigan. So cool.
Houston.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Hi everybody. So welcome. So today we're going to talk about a few things and then we'll do some readings for everybody. So if you dropped your questions on our wall, we will check over there. And then later on, you can also check or leave a question in the feed here. So, snowflakes in Michigan. I do not miss the snow. That's the one thing.
Really? You don't like the snow?
Not Michigan snow. Sorry.
It's a different kind of snow.
Yeah, it's a different kind of snow. It's the kind of snow that burnt my hands when I touched it. It was like freezing. But we were near the lake, so with all the lake effect, yes, totally different than Utah snow.
Mexico, we have Mexico joining us.
Oh, Arizona. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's snowing in Michigan. Well, we are in Dallas, Fort Worth, and it is bright and sunshiny.
It's beautiful
today.
here. I know.
So we're really fortunate to have that really good weather. Okay, so maybe a little bit about ourselves for anybody that's new. So welcome. So I'm Amy and I do mediumship, angelic communication, energy work, and past life hypnotherapy in my spare time.
Wow,
it's
raising
just so
a family.
Busy. Yeah, well, doing
2 businesses, you know.
So welcome, and today we are going to talk about all things angels, channeling, and the current state of energy, what's going on right now in our energetic climate. And so then my sweet friend Nicole here.
So my name is Nicole and I channel Archangel Metatron specifically, but not limited to just him, but he is a spokesperson to the collective of angels and spirits that I work with behind the veil. Tesla has been known to come forward, Abraham Lincoln, some other few folks that have stopped by to give us intel and information going into the next parameters of life, updating certain things that are here currently on the planet into where we're going into our future life. So that's a lot of fun for me. So I'm a trance mediumship, so I go into trance and I allow Archangel Metatron to use my vocal cords and my physical body as a means of communication to you or to whomever is sitting in for a session. The benefit of doing that is that they can see from a much higher vantage point than we can, and there's an energetic disposition that happens. So when you're channeling with Archangel Metatron, literally he shifts reality. So typically people that come in for sessions or people that really want to move forward in their life or change something that maybe has hung on to them in an ancestral way, like meeting down their lineage, their bloodline, or something they want to work on as far as bringing forward spiritual gifts and talents. So, Yeah.
Yes, he's an awesome Archangel. One of my favorites. So everybody's like just leaving so many hearts. Thank you. We're so happy. I'm just watching all of the comments on the 3 screens. So thank you for being here. Nicole's been getting some intel downloaded for our discussion today, and she kind of, she always does this to me. She's like, okay, today we're going to talk about, and I'm like, oh, really? I don't know anything about that. And she's like, well, you are a trance, or not, well, yeah, I'm a medium. It comes through, so I don't do the full body trance, but
not yet.
Not yet. So it comes through, so, I mean, this is going to be really cool for me to see how the information comes through, because a lot of it will be the first time I'll be hearing it as well. So, so here we are, ready to dive in, and, yeah, hi everybody. I still see people joining. So
I know, we're just so overjoyed just to talk to everyone.
Yeah. I have Periscope, but I haven't been on it in like over a year, so we're not on Periscope currently. But thanks for asking. We are on YouTube, and you can easily get there if you go to channelingtheangels.com. It takes you right into our YouTube.
Yes.
So all right.
So we'll just jump into today's topic. So this is the I'm going to say it's a Metatronic portal. There's a portal of energy. So Metatron's energy is the energy that holds the universal spheres in place. So if we would say sacred geometry or different correlations here with cellular activity as well as structure on the planet, and basically, so planets, stars, the moon, things don't bump into themselves. So this type of energy is what holds itself together on our planet as well as in our solar system, our galaxies, our universes. So in this gateway, it's the 1212 to the 1221st gateway, and basically this is an activation for the whole planet. We have been waking up exponentially in numbers since 2011, 2012. Since the first portal opened at that 1212 gateway. It was 12 I think it was. And then everybody really jumped into their life's purpose, their soul mission, and they really got clear on who they were and how they're going to work here. Now that we're in this 1212, it's 5 years later, 1212 to 1221, it's kind of like the culmination of our work. So all of the star scenes, angelics, galactic beings, light beings, you name it. Everybody here, elementals, everybody here that has been working diligently behind the veil, through the veil, incarnated and not, meaning some of us have incarnated into a physical body and some beings haven't. Some beings are working with collectives in other places, other dimensions. It's really now time to use what we've been seeding onto the planet to pop into the next dimension or into the next stream of life. So what is happening in this particular gateway is that we have an opportunity to really walk away from fear. We have an opportunity to walk away from drama, from things that would anchor us into the heaviness of life. So at this point, Metatron is saying that we should really anchor into our higher selves, to our higher knowing, to knowing who we truly are, to not getting caught up in the drama, not getting caught up into lack or any of these things. If life should show up from this point forward, meaning, sickness, death, whatever, that you are going to literally look at it as though there is a higher reasoning happening, and you're going to accept it, wish them well going into the next phase of life. Or if things are taken out of your reality, you're going to know from a higher vantage point that there's a purpose, a place, a reason that this is happening, and you're going to hop into a higher timeline, specifically with your higher heart, your higher self, and working from that vantage point. I know we can get caught up in semantics like higher self and things of this nature, but basically it's just working from your heart center. Your heart center, your intuition, your knowing, your God center, your center of life is a journey. This is all a hologram anyway. This is part of the play. And he's saying, so right now, like a third dimension or a heavier dimension, he wants me to say, like a heavier dimension would be falling away. We have this opportunity now that people who still want to war and bicker and fight, they have an opportunity to move away from us. And then those that want peace and love and unity and abundance, and then we have the opportunity to stand together. And that our light quotient will naturally increase within the body, within the DNA stream, and we will walk around as that higher light being. And if we are against war or adversity or people hurting others, animals, the environment, we're going to think of it like a Care Bear. We're going to be able to shine the light and love that we have culminating inside of us onto the planet, and it's going to literally eradicate that which is causing strife. So it's not necessarily going to war anymore. It's loving it so much that it dissipates. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally.
So these are really important times for light workers or for people that really want to see a different earth here, because the new earth is here. Mm-hmm. It's just, he's saying what the problem is that we have a glitch in the system because we keep going back to 3 to 5 to 3 to 5, and anchoring in this portal is really using Metatron's energy, but again, any angel or anyone that you feel connected to, and just really using that energy. The benefit of working with Metatron is that he works very quickly. He can work through time and space. He can collapse timelines and create new ones, and he will go as fast as you want to go. So that's the benefit. So his energy is literally on the planet from the 12th to the 21st, and basically it's breaking the veil, and anything you wish to see here, be it world peace, be it world peace, be it abundance. I know a lot of people want to step into their power, their purpose here on earth, which is maybe creating a business that makes their heart sing, or marrying their divine partner, or these kinds of things, or being in love with everyone that they meet, and they're just living in this higher aspect of life. You are creating right now. So a lot of my friends who are psychics and mediums have come to me and have said, like, they are having a hard time seeing the vision. Like, they could usually see their life in all these different visions, and they're really having a hard time lately. And I said, well, that's not, there's nothing wrong. What we're in right now is pure creation mode. So those of us that have these extrasensory abilities, which all of us have these extrasensory abilities, the difference is between waking up to that fact or not, or just really using it, is that we're in creation mode. So it's bringing you into this physical time of the time now, like right now, this particular time on the earth, and this particular moment right here, that you can literally create. You can create unabashedly, unapologetically, you can create unbelievable peace and love and unity that is here upon the earth. And it's just, I could like cry because it's so good. Like, I could feel it. And so that's really what we're working on these next 9 days. All right, so now
I'm like laughing, so not about anything, but all these comments we're getting and notifications and hi people that we know popping on. So thanks for being here. This is just like, it's so wild. It's absolutely happening. And I was having a conversation with my friend Celeste at Divine Ethereal Energy this week. So if you haven't checked out her page, check it out. It's awesome. And we were talking about this exactly, like how the time is now, heaven's on earth. We're in this new space. We're in this new dimension. And it's just about elevating our frequency, keeping our perspective and our vibration high. And you'll notice, like, you'll start to see people in your life, or maybe you just go out to the grocery store and you see people, and you meet people, and you feel their vibration. And I feel like it's overlapping right now. So it's been doing that, but now we're in a space now where we can raise ourselves up to another level of abundance and creativity and just letting the energy flow. I love what you said about like the timeline opening for creation, because I've been feeling that. So I don't know if y'all have been feeling that. If you have, say hey and let us know. So like for the past 5 years, everything seemed like I had a path and a plan, even if I didn't know it mentally. But energetically, when I was in tune, it felt like everything was flowing and the next step came for me. And now I feel like I have so much more freedom and creativity. Like, what do I want to create and what do I want to do from this point moving forward, with a lot of different options. So in a way, it's like exciting. In another way, it's this new sensation where kind of, before, it's a weird image that I'm seeing, but it's like a railroad track where I was on this track and now it opens up into water. And I was like, oh, here you go. You've been on this course and now you get to swim and have fun and create and design. So things are definitely shifting and transitioning and occurring in my life. I know you've got a lot going on right now, but this portal is a really great opportunity to get clear on what we want and how to focus our intention and manifest. Because man, Metatron is strong, and if you start working with his energy, it will really occur quite beautifully. And there's a whole unseen world that we can't see always, well, even us, with our physical eyes, but we can tune into this world. And in this world and space, there are beings and our higher self and all this abundant energy that can help steer us and direct us. So when we set our intentions, then the universe will support us. So this is like really important information, setting intention from your heart space, connecting in, maybe going into meditation and getting clarity about what would assist you on your life path. We're all here for specific reasons, so maybe there's a certain like gift that you want to bring forward or something that you want to create at this time and space, and how can we merge the creative flow and this new vibration to really make it happen. So what do you think as far as like, how is it affecting you, I guess?
Oh, okay.
Like, how are things going
so
for you?
I'm watching the comments
I know,
as they
awesome.
go. So people are asking about like, what are the parameters?
Oh, yes, this one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So here's what I'm going to say. So if you can think of Earth as like a movie right now, because it is, we're literally in a holographic universe, and most of us are awoken to this fact. Now we get to play with this holographic universe. If you see that nothing is really separate from you, that all of the chaos, destruction, darkness, or whatever you want to say is on the planet is really an aspect of you that needs to be healed. So it's really looking within and getting serious about what is in me that needs to be healed. Maybe there's something in my lineage. Maybe there's something in my childhood. Maybe there's something currently that needs to be healed. Once this inner self is worked, once the self-reflection has been worked, and you can do that through sessions, you can do that through friends, family, however, but I mean really healed, then you're not going to have what I call like these trigger points anymore, because when you're truly, truly healed, nothing will break your vibration because you are fully whole. Yes. Nothing will trigger you. Somebody could come up to you and be spewing the meanest, grossest shit, and you will literally just give them a hug, because you will know that they are coming from their place of being abandoned, rejected, hurt, and it's not going to affect you. So right now, we're crossing in from a space of duality into unity. So that's why we're seeing the very stark contrast of light versus dark, or conspiracy versus not, or ruled and enslaved versus free. And so all of these realities are going to shapeshift. They're going to dissolve. And what's going to come through that dissolving is freedom, forgiveness, and neutrality. Really being in a place of neutrality where animals aren't going to be harmed anymore. The environment isn't going to be harmed anymore. Your neighbor is going to be happy and free. You're going to love each other. Education's going to be abundant. Healthcare or wellness will be something of the norm. These sorts of things are going to come into play. They're already here. But what we have right now is a lot of light workers or people that know about healing modalities and arts. We are the ones that can kind of like steer this in the right direction, because I want to say that we've been working on ourselves for so long, and we talk about this day in and day out. Now we have the opportunity to really love one another, unify, and to move towards the solution, not create more drama. Do not create more suffering, more separation, more lack. If your brother or sister is harming or hurting and harming you as a result, love them. Compassion, humility, these sort of morals and values you'll see why we spend so much time talking about it and learning about it. So the parameters of this is you're going to see things in your life or people in your life really come to you. They're going to come to you for healing. They're going to come to you for direction. They're going to come to you for guidance. And it's really going to be up to you to stand in your truth and to shine that light, to shine that higher knowing, higher essence of God, higher essence of source, higher essence of divinity, where you are embodying this consciousness to bring it back into unity, to bring it back into like this place of being neutral, because one side is not better than the other. And I feel that we've been in a space for the last 5 years uncovering a lot of the darkness and pointing fingers possibly. Now we're going into healing. Now we're going into loving everything. Because, up in the higher realms, there is no separation. The angels, the masters, anybody in spirit, they don't separate. It's only a human thing that we would separate. There's different qualities and a different vibration, but there's no separation. There's no contrast unless they're a race of beings that want contrast. But typically, I think we're one of the last races that has a contrast, of beings here in this dimension, and that's why a lot of Star Family hangs out, because they want to see what's happening. They want to see, are we really going to take this seriously and move forward? Now, the difference between us and other beings in the galaxies is that we have these emotional bodies that can throw us for a loop. So that's typically when a human's being injured, is that something either mentally or emotionally has caused them hurt, pain, or suffering, and then they are embodying that frequency, which is then rippling out into the collective. So Metatron is saying, if you can just look at these different opposite but equal effects and learn to love them and to bring them back into the sphere, that will help you to move forward. Are you starting a channel? Because I'm starting to lose my train of thought. So I have like a lot more, but I don't want to overtalk you. So let me hear what's coming through.
No, it's all good. Like, I'm taking it all in. And I love it too, because you have like aspects that will come through of topics that I haven't even. I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Like, it's stuff that I haven't got, and I just love it. So there are a lot of questions that I'm reading. Oh, yeah. And so I was like thinking, let's look at some questions. Sure. You all are so awesome. Okay, Hi. So let's see. Yeah, so welcome. So some people saying like their creativity is definitely flowing through. They can feel the energy going to the fifth, passing through the fourth. Yes, all through the different dimensions, which is... It's like quite an experience, right? When you can tune in and feel it, it's like kind of hard to describe, but when I tune in and feel it, oh, it's beyond. It's beyond. Let's see. Can you define? Oh, we just answered that one. Yeah,
you start answering questions, whatever.
Yay, love and light, everybody. Yeah, we're all in this together, and I feel like we're making incredible progress, just raising the vibration and helping with this shift. Does that explain why I've started seeing overlapping images in life and transparent beings moving towards me? Yeah, you're probably seeing like the different timelines, and the transparent beings can be visions of these timelines, or if you're working with guides and angels, it can be them too. So I'm not really sure like how you're perceiving the energy and the flow, but they're definitely timelines, and I'm seeing for you these different dimensions that stack on each other. So as you move forward through them, kind of like a video, like you push your way through and then all the information floods beyond you. So so you're going forward in time, and Metatron, you're probably working with Metatron because he does that. He works through time and space, so he'll bend timelines like Nicole was saying, and really, really helps. So you're probably stepping into future timelines, and what you can do in meditation or just quietly, is look at the different ones and feel the vibration. It's really a lot about heart space and feeling it. Feel the vibration of the highest one for you, like what one feels the best, and let that vibration hit you, and then tune into it and then emanate it. So become that vibration, and that's going to propel you forward on that life path. On that, we had 33 on for a second. I was like, oh, 33. So let's see. You're getting there. Yay. How can I step into my power and unite in a more conscious way with my inner guide? Heart space. So whenever I like to just get connection with myself and my guides, I'll go quietly into meditation. I love to work with the archangels because they're just such a high frequency. So specifically Michael and Metatron, and have them come in and clear my space of anybody else's energy. So I'm just tuning into my own. And then from there, like go into meditation and tune into your vibration, see what messages might be coming to you. And then from there, what I do is I go through all my chakras and light them up, basically. So pull energy in and turn them on, like boost them up, I guess. And then from there, you're running in a high vibrational field around you, which will propel you throughout your day. So you'll find that, you might, as you raise your vibe, you might see things in your world shift especially at the beginning, and you'll notice the contrast. And so, but like what Nicole was saying, it's from this place of love, because like you notice this contrast, but then you have compassion. Like, oh, okay, they're in their space, I'm in my space. We're all like going on this together, on this movement, because it's definitely moving and flowing. But then you're able to raise your elevation and get in the flow and get your intention, like I was saying earlier. But for me, I love to tune in with my soul energy, and to help with that, like especially at the beginning, I use the archangels just to clear away everything else, so I could totally feel it and understand. And now it happens really quick, like I get it. So I can go there really quickly. Let's see. Oh, everybody said, Amy, do you believe the same? Oh, I missed the question. Hopefully by me talking, you'll know what I'm saying is, I don't know exactly what you meant by that when Nicole was speaking, but everything she was saying, I was really taking it in. Some of it gave me a new perspective. But yeah, like all of this stuff I think is, we're pretty much on board. Whenever we have conversation, we're always back and forth, like totally on board with how we feel, and then the messages that we get from Metatron too. So yes, let's see. Our paradise is here. Yes, yes, we're growing, y'all. We're getting there. Everything's expanding. So, okay. So Nicole, yeah, I see some people asking like reading questions now.
Okay.
Do you have anybody asking questions about what we were?
Yeah, I sense that 2018 is going to be a hugely transformative year,
Yes,
and that I will unite with my twin flame. Yes. Do you guys have any messages for me? I just started a page to spread love and light and think about blogging. Yes, I would just say yes. Do that. So here's what I'm going to say before I start doing personal readings. So anything that's in your heart center, like how Amy's saying, like move through your heart, that is a clue as to what your soul's purpose is here. So when you really get in, Metatron used to say to me that the keys to the universe lie within your heart. Like, in order, everybody's been born with their soul path, their soul purpose in their heart. When we do a reading for you, that's what we're tapping into, is your heart. It's your heart and your soul. Like they are not separate. And so if it's in your heart to do something, then yes, absolutely 1000% follow that through. And so part of the shift and part of this portal is a portal, but it's an activation. So there's this portal, right? So energy comes onto the planet, then the activation happens typically while you're sleeping or in meditative states or something like that. And then you get activated through all your different energy centers in the body, and you start having these creative ideas. You start moving towards your soul purpose. You start expanding on different views or viewpoints or things in your reality that really needed expansion. Oh yes, so he keeps bringing this vision and I didn't know how to describe it. So okay, so the movie thing. So being that we're in a holographic universe, you can put your intentions into the field. You can put your intentions into this space. I call it like the void, and I can get into that at a later date when we do some more intricate stuff with Metatron, but basically it's a space before creation for me, and I put something there that I want to create, and then I pull it through all these different vibrations onto the planet, and then it materializes here. So, and that's kind of like channeling or transmediumship, where you go into this space with them, and it comes all the way through your energy field and through your body, and then it becomes words or vibrations through a channel or a medium or writing or. So getting back, so the wheel that was created in the 1950s. I know, you see how I'm like trying to.
So much info.
I know, keep
on track.
So in the 1950s, there was a big push here to become kind of like. I'm going to just say it, plastic people. So, so it's like, and that's exactly when plastic, I think, was starting to come on the market too, was that we were getting programmed. There was okay, if you want to be a good wife, you act like this. And if you want to be a good husband, you act like this, and so on and so forth. And there was different things that were happening in our government and the financial industry and technologies, and so, you know, and so as I can see this in the 1950s, yes, circa 1960 wheel, there was a play that started to happen. It was like a script that started to happen. The children of the 60s actually were incarnated, and they started to break this wheel. They started to break this programming. That's why a lot of the people were revolting against war and they wanted peace and love. And if you look at any of the musicians that came through in the 60s and the art, it was all about peace and love. And then there was then it became us versus them. So this is another revolution that's happening on the planet, but it's more in a love vibration that basically you could tear gas us and whatever else, and we would not go away. So we're not fighting from the human aspect. We're coming into this higher vibration of love and shining the light and love out into the universe, because we know who we are. We're not afraid to lose anything, because we know we're everything deep inside. We're deprogramming ourselves. Yeah. And so Metatron, the vision that I'm getting is that when the program is happening outside, where it's like bills need to be paid, taxes are due, kids need to go to school, there's all these things that need to happen. He's saying just doing it from a space of that's the neutrality of what I'm talking about. It's like just being neutral. Like, okay, these things have to get done, but I'm not going to let them take me out of the stream of life and my vibration and what I need to really focus here on the planet, which is bringing more peace, love, and unity onto the planet. And that is my main focus. And everything else is kind of like the play, right? So and this is hard for parents. Like, your children are not really your children. You know, your family is not really your family. It's like we're all family. We're all children. We're all, Metatron calls us all his children. Like, we're all interconnected and related. We're actually the same being if you go deep enough. And that's, really what I would like people to focus on is like when you're fighting, right now, there's a specific thing that I have to do, and it's kind of 3D. And when I go and do that, I have to hold such a space of love and not fight with them. It's just going in with love and loving what's happening. And that vibration of love literally brings light to the situation, and everything starts to crack. So it's like all of the dissonance and all the dissociation from who we really are starts to crack. It's like the Matrix. It starts to crack and everything peels away. And then the real show begins. It just disappears. Yes. He has a lot to talk about. So we totally need to do. Yeah.
So someone over here is asking Amy Sikarskie, is there a new code or energy going on today or soon? Yes! We're in a new portal, a new opening of creation. It's Metatronic energy that's coming through for sure. And when did you say it ended? Started on the 12th.
It started on the 12th and it goes to the 21st.
Okay, yeah, the 21st.
The solstice, yeah.
Yes, so you can harness the energy to tune into creating, maybe healing anything that's still coming up or unsettling that's sitting there. Whenever I feel something unsettling, I can feel it in my energy field. Kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety until I look at it. But I'm really sensitive to energy, so I look at it and clear it and heal it, and then can move to the next step. But so getting clarity on where you are and what you would like to create, it's a really good time right now to do that. So if you just got on, you can watch the replay later and tune back into everything that you missed when we were speaking about it at the beginning. And people are asking for readings. We'll do readings in a little bit. So,
okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
Yeah, so we have some other ones that are already queued in for reading on our page. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome, everybody. So, thanks for being here. Let's see.
Yeah, there's a lot of new information that is coming through Amy and I, specifically because we work together, so it's fun.
It is really fun. It's really fun to get together and be like, what did you get this week? Yes, okay, so yeah, we're so happy y'all are here, Nat Gloss. I'm glad you found us. Everybody's saying validation. Very, very cool. Okay, well, so I'll let you take the first reading question.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, that's good. Eve, I've had Metatron work with me lately, filled me with golden energy. I would love any message. So if he's appearing to you, which I would say everybody on this call, he definitely called in. So you guys all have access to him, as does anyone on the earth. But specifically, your awareness, your consciousness is tuned into this very moment. So that means that you have really good access to him. It's clear. Yes. Immediate. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. So that's your message. So work with him. Give him a space to work on. For you, it's painting, because I know that you're an artist. because we've worked together before. So I just see getting into your painting, and that your painting is not really a painting, it's live, which I think you already know that. It's alive. So it's like as you're painting, you're putting his energy into the paintbrush, into the paint. It's kind of like me with my makeup. I will do that. I will put it on my hands, and I'll start like putting my face on, because I'm putting like Metatron's energy into my face, or that sounds funny. But a painting for you is literally putting in his frequency into your paintbrush, and allowing the paint to the painting to become alive, because as you're selling them or giving them to people, his energy will then be infused on a specific piece of art, and then we'll go to them and work with them as well. So that's your message.
Yeah, and that's so magical. I had a piece gifted to me from a different artist, and the moment I opened it, I just went into tears, because it was the energy, it was the vibration. So art, painting, all that, oh my God, it can be so healing. It can be awesome. So that's really great. That's awesome news. Okay, so if you have any questions, I'm going to start reading now, taking questions. So the 2 accounts, just put them through, and whatever pops up, I'll just go with what I'm guided to. Let's see. Okay, Mina. Hi, Amy. I just bought the necklace you have, and I love it. Yay! I love the Star David necklaces. How do I clear it? The best way to cleanse any crystal is with breath. So you take a deep belly breath from your abdomen, and quick burst out your nose is the strongest way to clear it. But you can also do your mouth. And so you would hold it in front of you, and then you would blow on every facet. So, but because this is a smaller one, your whole breath can touch. So just blow one side and then the other side. And as you're doing it, your intention is to clear, and poof. Like Nicole, when she got over, I'm like, I need to clear my necklace. So I cleared it, and you can clear it. I cleared almost every day, but I had slept in mine last night, and so I needed to clear it this morning. And then from there, you can hold it or do breath again with your intention. And I just fill mine with love, or if I have like something I'm working on that day, just fill up with positive energy. But these are awesome necklaces, the Star of David's. They come in different sizes, different stones, and what they do is they boost your auric field, so they help you to feel stable and protected throughout the day if you're super empathic. So I won't count that as a reading question. So let me take a reading question. I just saw that there. Let's see. So Angie asks, would I love some information about what is going on and how to clear my 3rd chakra. And you were feeling Metatron energy coming through. Okay, all right, let me tune in. Your 3rd chakra is your solar plexus. The color is yellow. Think of like a lemon, like a bright, clean yellow. So you're going through a pulling and a tugging. It's a place of personal power, strength, like inner strength and guidance. And it feels like you're at war with somebody, or they're trying to come in and steer your intentions. Like they want you to be a certain way, do something like how they want it seen done. And you're not really feeling it. It's going against your internal vibration. It's going against your soul energy, basically. So you're totally not on board. That's what I'm seeing. It feels like a male energy. He's like fighting with you at the front, and then he goes behind you and pushes you forward from the back, like trying like with all his might to get you to do something that you're like, no, I don't want to. So if you're feeling anything going and coming like in that area, that physically it can manifest as digestive issues or anxiety, a pit in the stomach, like not feeling really well. If you're feeling any of that, then what you're going to want to do is set boundaries in this life, like personal boundaries with this person, with this individual. And then also energetically, you can start to clear the cords and cut it away. Just call Archangel Metatron in and ask him to release those cords and connections. So these are just the cords that are of control, that they're trying to control your free will. And if it's somebody in your life that you want to keep in your life, that's a family member, a friend, or somebody you love, then you just heal that aspect of the relationship and redefine your boundaries. But that's what I'm seeing there. So sound healing can help when you start to clear it, like the tone for the solar plexus chakra. But basically, the biggest thing is vocalizing and setting a boundary, being very assertive in that way, and then energetically releasing their hold on you. So that should help you. And let me see if you typed anything in, because it's like all paused at the top. Oh, I didn't realize I had paused it. So, okay, all right. Okay, Nicole's up.
Okay, yay. All right, so I'm going to go to the questions today.
Okay, every week, and probably today. I think it was yesterday, right?
No, I just posted
you did
literally
today?
3 hours ago.
Okay, every week before we go on, no, I don't know what time today, it was 3 hours ago, we post a post on our wall that says ask questions below. And so Nicole did one, and she's reading the question off of there right now. So.
Okay, so this is for Alana Barrows. I'm going to put a reminder to join the live call. Okay, my question, how can I choose a higher timeline for myself while caring for my mom on her healing journey? I feel called to step out so much more, but my energy is being towards caring for my mom. How can I be in alignment while doing both without feeling depleted? Yeah, so that's really important. So your mom is probably going to, obviously anybody that's sick in our family or crossing over or, whatever I'm not saying she's crossing over, but, that just has an illness or something that they're working through. Because typically the way that Metatron sees it is that they have something that they're working through, like on a soul level. Like we're the ones that view transition or death or sickness as bad. And typically the soul that this thing is happening to, I used to fight with my family all the time. So they'd be like, just vibe up. What are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I needed this lesson. And so just being with them with love is always the best part, but also setting boundaries, because and I'm just hearing like self-care for you is really important, because you're somebody that likes to take care of everybody else, as most light beings do, instead of taking care of themselves. And so basically it's just like you're asking how to stay in your higher timeline. Your higher timeline is that if you stay in alignment with yourself and self-care and taking care of you first, then you can go and be of service to others, not the other way around. That's a fallacy. So the other way around is a very religious or dogmatic point of view, where you have to just sacrifice yourself for other people, and that's not true. In this new paradigm, we take care of ourselves first so that we can be fully supported and embodied in light, and then go out and shine our light to the world. And so that's where you are. So Metatron's just saying, take care of yourself first. It will anchor in your highest timeline. I have a little fuzzy hair. It'll anchor in your highest, or a little angel, whatever you want to see. And then take care of that first, and then go in and help your parents, your people that love you, and they will try to pull you into their I'm hearing like sickness or victimization or things, and these are things that are coming up, like we had said, that need to be healed. So when you're functioning from your highest timeline and full of light, you can be that light to help them to heal if that's something they want to do before they cross over, or before they heal fully, or whatever. But if we get into the story, if we get into the drama, if we get into the show, that's not having empathy for them. You can have empathy and help them heal. But if you get into like, oh, that person was blah blah, it crashes the higher timeline. So it's really just allowing that person to voice what needs to be healed, holding the light so that they can heal, and then functioning from that timeline, that point in space. Okay.
Yes. I love it. Yeah, just holding the space for them.
Yeah.
Angie says, thank you so much, Amy. While you were answering my question, I felt Metatron so very close and light and helping me already. Yeah, I love it. so happy, so happy. Okay, so Root. You've put a couple time strokes in your name. So any advice for me? I am having a really tough time with my son and work. What am I doing? What should I be doing? Okay, so I'm just we kind of just try and focus on one area, but let's see what information comes through. Yeah, like I just tuned into what you're sensing and feeling at work, and so I'm like, thank you. Now let's get an answer. So switching your perspective. It's in an environment that there's a lot of free will energy surrounding you. So your choice and your free will is how can you relate to it? How can you react? So switching your perspective, like I feel energy from people at work coming at you, and they feel like little mites or something just like on your auric field. And so it's just like you flicking their energy off. So you got to rise above, increase your elevation. Don't let the little things get to you. The little things can snowball into something bigger, which is what I'm kind of feeling like you're feeling. It feels tight and a lot of like nauseous energy in my solar plexus that comes up in my heart. And so it feels like a very stifling situation. Breath of fresh air, they're saying like take a step outside. This might be metaphoric, but I'm actually seeing you walk outside during work, taking a breath of fresh air, releasing just the crazy vibrations of everybody. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you can feel that you might not consciously be aware of or physically seeing. And so what you're picking up isn't all the vibration there. The physical structure, wherever it is, doesn't look to be very healthy. So I don't know if it's the lighting. It feels like the lighting, like the vibration from the lighting. Reminds me of lights like in a warehouse or something. So probably, what do they call it? The long tubes. What are those lights that are...
The fluorescent
Yeah,
lights?
the fluorescent lights.
Yeah.
So it's kind of bothering. And then let me just look real quick and see if there's anything about the sun, about your sun. The sun is another free, so it's free will. So what you're doing is you're recognizing free will of other people in your life and how the vibration that they're functioning at, where they are, where they choose to be, how that's affecting you, and you're not in alignment. You're actually trying to rise above it. So, as this is our topic for today, it seems. So how can you do that in that perspective? Take a deep breath, go within, center yourself, raise your vibration, and be able to look at things from a soul level experience. What are they going through? How can I help them without interfering where you're taking in their karma? So how can I help them and support them by holding space, sending love, listen if they need to talk. But just like Nicole was saying, you don't want to get wrapped in, you don't want to get sucked in and pulled into that lower vibration. So to keep your vibe high, and I always like to start with a meditation before, these interactions. Get yourself centered and situated, boost your aura, keep your vibe high, and be able to listen to them and support them. But what's happening is basically the dissonant energy is hitting you at home with your son and at work, or people, it's like this big shift right now is stirring shit up for people. And what you're feeling is everything they're dealing with. So if you have to take a break and step away for a moment, just do that. But always come back in with love, really just trying to be there for them in a highest vibrational space.
Yeah.
So, yay, hope that helped. Thank you.
And we have lots and lots of questions. So, yeah. Okay, so this is for Lucid OG for Metatron. What's my next step? It feels like I'm focusing on too many things at once. How can I prioritize my passions to alignment with abundance? Thank you for your time. Okay, yes. So prioritize self-care, the same thing.
I'm like, this is me.
Yeah.
I think this is my question too, man.
Yeah. So, God, okay, with the heart, it's everything we're talking about right now. So I need you to get into a clear space, connect with Metatron, go into that space, clear yourself first, go into that space. I'm seeing 5 minutes first, and just really center, clear. Because you may think you know what your heart wants, but typically it's the third thing into your heart. It's well, I should be this, or I should be doing that. And then when you get into your passion or your purpose and your truth. And so that's what I want you to focus on. So get into your meditative space for 5 minutes, calm yourself down, get into your heart space, and then see that purpose really pour through. For you, I'm definitely seeing, I see art, but I also see music too. So I don't know if you want to work towards being a producer or maybe a seller of art. There's something here with business. There's something here with finance. So talking about abundance and learning to be in alignment with those that are creating on the planet. But I also see that you do this, but you also are the person to go to and organize it. And some of these talents are a little latent inside of you, so you need to tap into your heart center to really bring it forward, because you may not even believe and trust in yourself at this moment. So Metatron's energy is really good for that. It's cutting away the bullshit and getting to what you really need to do.
He's very direct.
Yes. So that's why when you sit in this space and you clear and you recalibrate and you get with him, and get with yourself really, but getting with him will help to bring that focus in. Because Metatron never does work for people that can't do it for themselves. It's in alignment with you. He will walk with you, but he will not do it for you. And that's probably the hardest thing for people to understand. So, I'm just here in business, finance, management. I'm sorry, he's just putting so much in my brain right now. Art, music, a lot of the arts, something with LA. I'm seeing LA. I'm seeing palm trees. I'm also seeing, the artistic. Yeah, man, he's bringing me to the beach. So there's something with music, art, business, management, production. Yep. Okay, so there you go.
Very cool. So on my account, Amy Sikarskie, Color Trail asks, do you have an idea when this big shift that we're experiencing will be complete? Okay, so probably your keyword is big shift. I feel like there's going to be a big shift throughout our whole lifetime, and it just we're always going to be elevating, expanding, and stepping into a new paradigm. And within this life, there's quite a bit of work to do. Every moment that you raise to another level of awareness and consciousness is a moment where you're shifting, even a tiny bit, which creates ripples and waves, the energy for everybody on Earth. So we're all coming into this together. Right now, this portal closes on the 21st, so there's a strong moment in time from December 12th to the 21st for us to really step into a new vibration. But yeah, so will this ever be like a yay, we're done? Not anytime soon. No, it's going to be a while. It's going to be this shift. But what's really cool is we are here at a time where we get to experience this. And Metatron and my guides have mentioned, they've said, there's so many souls that want to be on Earth right now. And we don't even realize that. It's like quite an honor and a gift to be here. And especially if we're here for a mission, like if we're a light worker, a starseed, an elemental, an earth angel, anybody who's really stepping in for a mission to pull our light, shine it bright, help with this transition. It's like the coolest thing ever. I mean, because I just think, yeah, life can be hard when you look at it from a physical level or physical perspective as a human. But when you look at it from a higher level, a soul level, it's like, oh my God, this is so cool. I get to be here for this amazing shift, to see all of this duality and these dynamics and these shifts in structure and everything. So it's going to be a little bit,
yeah,
for sure. But enjoy it and use this moment in time, this moment of your soul's experience, to have fun with and to the best possible way that you can create. So, yay! Yeah, it's going to be a very long time. You're welcome. You're right. You're right. Okay. You have another one?
Yeah, this is from Light Warrior. Any insights on my energy condition? I feel recently I went through a huge shift, but I don't know what it is. Can you please shed some light on insight of on this with me? I'm guessing something with my Kundalini. I don't know. This is all big and new for me. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people on here with ascension symptoms, or I guess would be kind of like the catchphrase. So that's what's happening. Planet Earth is shifting. If you can look at Mother Earth and think that like in the 50s and 60s, she was in a really low vibrational point. And we can go into that in a later date, but she was. That's why there was the turmoil and the love child and the love beings and the hippies and everybody that was here in the 60s and 70s and rising this vibe up. In the 80s, late 70s, 80s, 90s, star beings, star kids, earth angels started incarnating at a huge rate. I mean, and now the kids that are here are like full incarnated masters. A lot of them don't even speak our languages. That's why we call them different things, as like what I can't even think of the word. Like autism. We have these children that come in and have these different spectrums of mental illnesses, or what we think are mental illnesses. They are not, by the way. They are different light beings that we're learning how to communicate with each other. And again, this is a whole nother thing that I could go into, but I'm not going to. So what you guys are experiencing is what we call like ascension symptoms, or symptoms of the light, more light infusing into your physical body, because Mother Earth is raising her vibration. We are raising our vibration. If you are an angelic or a starseed or a light warrior or a light being or somebody that's incarnated with a sensitivity level, your light is increasing in your body. Even those beings you think may be asleep, they're not asleep. Things can be dormant in the body for a very long period of time, and now there are things happening not only in the internal spectrum of the sun and the planet, but also within your molecular structure of your body. Because remember, we are all made up of the universe and the universal energies, and this is really to that point. So when something happens on a planetary level, it's going to affect you on a physiological level. So that is what is happening to you, Light Warrior. And a lot of people, God, he's like, I'm trying to get this information out.
It's coming so fast.
It's coming so fast. So we are moving up in frequency. We are moving up in DNA strands. We are awakening dormant energy that has been like kind of lost inside of the human apparatus for a very long time. And so when you wake up different parts of your DNA, it's not always a comfortable feeling. You may feel like shit, you know what I mean? more times than not, you will go through diarrhea and nausea and vomiting, and like all of these things will happen, and ears ringing and heart palpitations and anxiety, and some people thought they were going blind, and because all of this molecular structure
recalibrate.
It has to recalibrate.
Yeah. And it's different for everybody.
Yes.
But there's definitely a cleansing, a healing, and a detox when you do the energetic detox. It's a physical detox that can come along with it too. So that's like all these ascension symptoms that you're talking about.
Yes, and I'm just trying to tell that because we're running out of time. I wanted to make sure everybody who had those kinds of questions got that answer.
Yeah.
That's for everybody here that is listening. So
and that will be watching.
And that will be watching.
Yes. yes. So,
okay,
wow, there's just like so much coming through. Like, oh, we got to pick one. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to find one that's really like I'm being drawn to. And somebody that we haven't read from before. Let's see. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Spiritual confusion. Okay, let me see. My inner battle is between being as spiritual as possible and getting back into business mode and hustling and grinding. Yeah. Can I do both or choose one? What is my calling? You can do both. You can blend the two worlds. It is a little challenging because sometimes when we're in this like 5D higher consciousness vibration, it's a little challenging to stay focused. I was just telling Nicole, I've got so much in my mind I want to do, but then time just slips away. So I've been creating lists. So if you're structured in that way where you can create a list and a guideline and something, you can get back into the business world. You can get your hustle that you're saying and really make it work and be able to blend the two worlds. So that's what it is. It's like, how can we be able to maintain like the physical needs that we have to have, and in this reality that we're kind of stepping out of now, money's very important. So to provide for our well-being physically, but also the spiritual side of us is so important too. So it's blending the two, but you can do it totally. You're asking like, what is my calling? Let me see. I definitely see kind of like, it's not a suit, but it's a business attire where you look like you're doing business work in the city. So you're working in business, definite business. But you also have this vibration about you where people might look at you and realize that you don't quite fit the status quo. You don't fit in because you have a higher and lighter vibration about you. So how can you use that though? Like you will have gifts where you can tune in with your intuition into business meetings, into colleagues, into clients, into situations. And when you come at it, it's kind of like what Nicole was getting earlier, from a place of love. But when you come at it from a place of the highest like outcome for everybody, the most highest vibrational alignment, you'll be able to switch and move things in the physical reality at a business level that will have a rippling effect for everybody. So it's really cool. That's kind of what we're stepping into, is how can we merge all this new energy, this connection from our soul, from the higher frequencies that we're finding ourselves ascending and elevating into. How can we bring that into this reality? Oh, we're running out of time.
I
we
know.
have 2 minutes left on your account, probably a couple extra on this one. So if we don't get to everybody's questions, we do offer private readings by email, Skype, and phone. Sikarskie.com and
Metatronangel.com, and you can even do like a 1-question reading with me. I have that option, or an email reading if you have like 5 questions, and Amy has an option like that as well.
Yeah.
So they're really beneficial, and we will tune in with our guides, and we'll just go to town and give you as much information.
They'll just like all come through really quickly.
Yeah.
So we just tried to get as much on today. We'll be on next Friday, I think. We're gonna try every Friday around 3 to 3:30 to pop in, and y'all can check out our past shows on YouTube.
Oh yeah, YouTube. Okay.
At channelingtheangels.com.
So I'm just gonna. This will be my last question.
Okay.
This gentleman wrote in, Javanti Battle 1. What is needed currently in my life to continue my soul's progression with all the changes that are happening? So the words that I'm hearing are truth and spoken word. So we need your truth to come out into the planet. That means you're going to be in a position with newer entrepreneurs that are coming onto the scene right now that are leaders. So it's not politics per se where you go around and campaigning, not like that. I'm seeing leadership though. That's what we're going to need, your truth and your words. And I'm seeing blending, a lot of blending happening. So between between different timelines, different thoughts, different philosophies. You're able to get in there and blend. And this is first time on our show, so that's why I just wanted to say, give him a shout out and thank you for writing in. And I hope that you will join us again. But yeah, words are truth, spoken word, leadership. So I will leave you with that.
Awesome.
And I'm getting off my
Her
account.
account's off now. So there's a couple minutes left on this one. So I just want everybody to know, if you're in Dallas, Fort Worth, we are doing a holistic show at the Omni Hotel on Sunday.
So stop
by. Stop by for sure. And thanks for being here. We really appreciate everybody. So being here, so share all the info, maybe invite a friend next time, and hopefully we'll do our best to get through as many questions as we can. Definitely bring a message for the collective. Yeah. So that's going to be our goal for sure. And if you have any suggestions for a show or a topic of the day, feel free to direct message us, because we really read all of our direct messages, and we'll do our best to incorporate that. So, all right. Bye everybody. Thanks for tuning in.